just wanted to do a little video here to talk about a big topic in the hiking and camping, and that's your shoes, boots, and blisters. Whether it's a lightweight running shoe that you use for hiking, I really like this shoe right here for just walking around, especially if you're doing parking lots. The gravel on the side of the roads are great. They will give you blisters if you're not careful. At the end here, I will show you how to avoid blisters altogether if you're using a quality shoe. Stepping on up a little bit, if you're going on a day trip, a 2-day trip, these Under Armours here, great. They're lightweight. They're extremely lightweight. Good sticky traction. They're not much different. I am sorry for all the background noise. They're not much different from the Phillips shoe here. They're both mesh. They both breathe real good. If they get wet a little bit, it's uncomfortable. They dry pretty quick because of the mesh though. So you're not going to be suffering for hours. The difference is with the Under Armour here, you've got a little bit more support. When these come up and wrap around your ankles, it's going to take a little bit more for you to stretch and bend and roll your ankle over side to side, that is. Nothing's really going to help much if you toe it down and you step wrong, but these will give you a little more support. If you're carrying a backpack, they're a little bit sturdier, and I didn't pay full Under Armour price for these. I think I got them at Marshall's because there was like a little glue stripe or something. I've looked them up. I've tried to find more of them. I don't even see them on the Under Armour site anymore, but this was a great pair of walking boot, a hybrid between the shoe and the boots. And we're going to move up into an actual full-on boot now. This is the Solomon. It's the GTX, it's the 4D, and say what you want. If the Green Berets use them, that's all the qualification I need. I wasn't even worried about spending the money on it because they were $310. Luckily, I caught them at a REI yard sale or garage sale, and apparently someone had bought them, took them home, then tried them on. They lifted that 3 pounds and they said no thank you, and they brought them right back the same day. So they were automatically half price. I got them down to like 160 something, and then there was a 15-minute sale or something, 50%. Anyway, I paid $60 for a pair of Solomon GTX 4D Quest. Never regret it. So, as I said, the military do wear these. They are heavy. They're extremely well built, and I'm not worried about anything. In the wintertime, they are Gore-Tex. In summertime, they are hot. Yes, they are heavy. One thing that helps a little bit is all the extra support up here though. So all the muscles that you're normally activating when you're wearing something like this, whether it be your calf muscle, even your patellum up around your kneecap, your thigh, your hips. This boot being a little heavier, the support that it gives to me in my advanced age of 49 and slightly overweight, I have less aches at the end of the day. Just from wearing this boot, yes, you do exert more energy. You're not going to twist an ankle with them. From this support here coming up, from this support here going down, with everything being bound together, there is absolutely no side-to-side give in these. So if you're wearing a backpack, it's heavy, you're heavy, it's a little damp, you slip, you roll, yeah, you might be a little sore, but you're not popping that ankle. It would take something major. I'm not a sports doctor, I'm not a doctor. Don't do nothing stupid. There's no boot prevents stupidity. That's your main classes when you get off the street, going into the trails, going into different things. The one big problem with all of them though is blisters, whether it be a 6-mile ruck march, a 12-mile ruck march. You're wearing a 30-pound pack and you're doing 20 miles on the AT. All of these shoes will give you blisters. Is it the shoe's fault? You're wearing a cheap shoe, possibly, but I'm going to tell you that at least 50% of it's your fault, and you just don't know how to put your shoes on, and I will prove it. 90% of the people, if you just watch, hell, 100%, when they go to put their shoe on, they slip their foot down in, they're in a sitting position, they're leaned forward. Now their foot is down in there, feel the tip of their toe right there. You've already started wrong. When you go to put your shoe on, especially a boot like this, where you have all of this surface area that will be rubbing up the back of your leg and the back of your heel, when you slide your foot down into it, you do not want to lean over your foot. You're pushing everything forward. Problem. I want you to tilt your heel back. Plant your heel. Plant it. Press down. These GTXs actually come backwards here before it starts riding up your leg. That is to get your heel all the way down into here. Alright? These here, you loosen everything up. You get your foot down, you get your heel down. Now you tighten right here first. What this does is it traps your foot. Your foot, like this shoe, angles down. Right? Most people, holy cow. If most people walk and their foot lands and they come down, their foot slides forward down into here. That leaves a big gap back here. If you will look at any pictures, if you've ever had blisters, majority of the blisters are right there on your heel. Your foot comes down into here, your toes curl up a little bit. Now you have rubbing right here. You have friction, and friction is what causes blisters. So you start here with your foot, with your heel all the way down to the bottom of it. You tighten here, you tighten here, you tighten here. Solomons have this extra piece back here. You have to come way back out of the way when you're putting them on. It's almost like you're reaching around the back of your heel. And this one here locks. Same thing on the other side. You can't even really see them. You have to reach down there and feel it if you're fat like I am. So this part's taken care of. Your heel is secure down here. There's a gap in between your toes if your shoes are fitted properly. Your foot cannot slide forward now, because if you will see, each one of these individual comes across your foot. So you've got no up and down friction now. You've got no side to side friction. And even if you come forward, this, and this is going to stop your foot from going down in there. After you've done that, you come back around this one, around this one, around this one, around this one. And now we're going to come to the main point. When you come across most people when tying their shoes, just like your mama and daddy taught you, you pull them down. You probably can't see on the camera there, but it gave a little bit. You see how easy that opened to back up. When you come in to make this loop, you now have a gap here. When you take your first step, that allows your whole foot to come forward, and that leaves the gap back here. So instead of just doing one loop, I want you to consider the next time you try this, bring it around a second time. This pretty much locks that for you right there. Now I've let go, it's still holding tension. I've got all the weight in the back, still holding tension. Now when I come to make my loop, I'm still nice and secure up here. The loop is holding it from coming forward. Your foot's not going to slip side to side. You're not going to slip side to side here. And that's going to end a lot of your blister problems, especially in a new shoe that wants to give and pull and everything. If you go ahead and start back here, you're going to save yourself a lot of problems with the blisters. If you're buying quality, the break-in time on them is half as much also. So if you're in the military, I know they're expensive. The Merrills, what do they call them? ABOZ, OB, OZ. the GTXs. Any quality shoe is going to cut the break-in time in half. I didn't even have to break these in. I put them on and wore them the first day. I figured I'd wear them around the house for a weekend or so, like you used to have to do with all of your other boots. But no, this and the Timberlands, you put them on straight out the box and you go. No blisters, no nothing. That's me. I would still suggest to everyone, if you buy a new pair of boots, at least, you know, wear them around the house for the weekend. Give your foot 2 or 3 days in between wearing them. Wear them again the next weekend, and then carry them out. Thank you.